China, Great Britain, and the Jamaican team. Decent start for Ashley Nelson. Don't forget Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce on the last leg. It's pretty even, you've got to say. Brazil and Australia started quickly. Let's look for the first handover. All pretty good, looks safe. A very good handover for Great Britain, moving past Jamaica. So now we got Bianca Williams taking over from Nancy Cohn. Bianca Williams has got the baton and China giving chase here, but it's Great Britain performing superbly well. Jamaica trying to come back into it. Daryl Nita's going to have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce chasing her. China not too far away. But can Britain hold on? Look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce like a steam train, express train, gets it on the line. 42.29. Well, the time will be irrelevant for the Jamaican select. She looks as though she's just been for a stroll in the park. But, my goodness me, that was incredible from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. A good performance from Great Britain, to be fair, 42.30. Colin, I mean, we've seen things in the relays, you know, Bolt and all the rest of it, but what a final leg that was there. A bit of a smile from her, because sprinters like her don't, you know, chasing down like that isn't, you know, you don't get a chance to do that too often, do you?
No, you know, she would have loved the fact that she actually did enough to nip it, but I think she'd be a little bit furious with her other teammates, really, because their changes were disastrous down there, and that's what put her in that position where she ended up having to chase the performance. Watch this one there, then right in the middle, looking at her to Elaine Thompson, all over the place. And Elaine gets to the baton, gets herself very stable then, and starts then to charge down Ermani. Again, look how messy this change ends up being. Hands all over the place, they just get the baton in the hand, and of course they put themselves under a lot of pressure. But here I was watching this changeover very carefully with the British quartet there, because that was right on the edge. And so, edge is good enough. She gets the baton, of course, and waiting for Shelly-Ann to come steaming down, because you know what her capabilities are. And Nita will be hopefully glancing at the screen and thinking, no, I'm going to hang on. But look, Shelly-Ann just outlined a brilliant performance. Excited for the crowd, Steve.
I think technically it's impossible to have, one athlete on a certain level of slow motion and another one on another, because it doesn't look like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that it's going at the same speed, just eating up the ground. Great race, very well done by the British quartet. Good time, they needed that. The under-20
squad running in that preferred lane 6. Yep, she calls herself the Jersey girl. Ran here in high school. And so from the inside, it's Jamaica, the USA, the British Virgin Islands, and the second USA squad out in lane 8. Fairly even through the first exchange, and let's see how the exchanges go. Good ones for the USA out in 8 and in 6. And the Jamaicans trying to get back into it. Now Gardner on that third leg. She's trying to work on her speed as a potential 200-meter double. If she can make the U.S. team, does very well now. The handoff to Akinnison. And here comes the final leg. Akinnison and Elaine Thompson.
Chase the performance. Watch this one there. Then right in the middle, looking at her to Elaine Thompson, all over the place. And Elaine gets to the baton, gets herself very stable then, and starts then to charge down Ermani. Again, look how messy this change ends up being. Hands are all over the place. They just get the baton in the hand. And of course, they put themselves under a lot of pressure. But here I was watching this changeover very carefully with the British quartet there, because that was right on the edge. And so, edge is good enough. She gets the baton, of course, and waiting for Shelly-Ann to come steaming down, because you know what her capabilities are. And Nita will be hopefully glancing at the screen and thinking, no, I'm gonna hang on. But look, Shelly-Ann just outlined a brilliant performance. Excited for the crowd, Steve.
I think technically it's impossible to have excuse me, to have one athlete on a certain level of slow motion and another one on another, because it doesn't look like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that it's going at the same speed, just eating up the ground. Great race, very well done by the British quartet, good.
Turks and Caicos, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, British Virgin Islands and Bermuda. The Jamaicans will start in lane number 4. They have Malaya Duncan on the opening leg. St. Kitts and Nevis in 6 with Kimia Phipps starting off for them. There's Duncan, the Jamaican lead off. Kylie Wallace starting things off for the Bahamas in lane number 2.
One assumes that Kiesra Thomas is likely to figure heavily, but of course the team to beat will be Jamaica.
Shira Stout will be the lead-off runner for the British Virgin Islands. The Bahamians expected to have Thomas on the team, also the 400 hurdles silver medalist Dominic Dean. The Jamaicans do start favourites though. Tremendous depth they have. Final of the 4x100 for under 17 girls. Turks and Caicos, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, British Virgin Islands and Bermuda. Final of the under 17 girls 4x100. First relay action of Carifta 2024.
Egypt Benjamin will lead off for Grenada. Kelandi King for the Turks and Caicos Islands. TCI in 1. Grenada in 5.
Has had a lot of running, Regis, at these championships so far. Let's see if she can put her team in a good position from the opening leg. Duncan for Jamaica in 4. Wallace for the Bahamas in 2. Off they go. 4x100 final on the 17 girls. Fine start for Trinidad and Tobago. Duncan no response for the Jamaicans. Duncan hands over first, and it's Jamaica in charge. Down the back straight away they go. The Bahamians responding now. Jamaica and Bahamas. Trinidad and Tobago with work to do. St. Kitts and Nevis going well in lane number 6. Natrice East on the 3rd leg for the Jamaicans. Looks superb in 200, qualifying earlier today. Here's the final change. It's Jamaica in front. They are well clear of the rest of the field. Pashana Lee Blake is it on anchor. The Bahamas coming forward with Thomas. They will be second. Jamaica with the gold medal. Bahamas silver, and Trinidad and Tobago with a bombastic.
In one of the most unforgettable women's 4x100-meter relays of recent years, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce once again proved why her name belongs among the immortals of sprinting history. The stage was the Müller Games, and the tension in the stadium was unmistakable. A Jamaican select team stood shoulder to shoulder with a powerful Great Britain squad and an ambitious Chinese lineup, all knowing that in relay racing, glory can be decided in a single second or a single stride. From the opening exchange, the race unfolded at a blistering pace. Jamaica executed clean baton passes, but Great Britain matched them stride for stride, fueled by the energy of the home crowd. By the third leg, the margin between the teams was razor-thin, setting up a dramatic showdown that had everyone on their feet. The baton reached the final runner, and suddenly all eyes locked onto the track. Great Britain handed over to Daryl Nata, one of Europe's most consistent sprinters, known for her speed maintenance and competitive fire. She surged forward with confidence, opening a small but meaningful gap. For a moment, it looked as if the home team might finally hold off the Jamaican charge. But then came the moment that defined the race. Fraser-Pryce received the baton slightly behind, yet instantly shifted gears. Her acceleration was explosive, her stride compact and ruthless. Meter by meter, she reeled Nata in, her experience shining through under maximum pressure. This was not just speed, it was timing, composure, and an instinct sharpened by years of championship battles. With the finish line rushing toward them, Fraser-Pryce unleashed one final burst, slicing past Nata in the closing meters to secure victory for Jamaica. The stadium erupted. What made the moment extraordinary was not only the win, but how it was achieved. At a stage of her career when many athletes begin to fade, Fraser-Pryce delivered a final leg that rivaled the best of her prime. It was a reminder that greatness in sprinting is not defined solely by individual medals, but by the ability to rise for the team when it matters most. This relay captured everything fans love about the 4x100 meters: flawless execution, heart-stopping tension, and a legendary anchor leg that will be replayed for years. On that night at the Müller Games, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce didn't just win a race, she authored another timeless chapter in relay history.